What up, everyone? Crypto Marxist, aka Bone Army, coming at you. So, as you guys know, I've been having trouble uploading. I don't know what it is. So, this is supposed to be the third out of seven from the first Shib, the newsletter from Shiba Inu. If you want more of that, go ahead and hit that sub, hit that like. Now, what I'm gonna tell you is the third one already dropped. But since I did say I was gonna cover these, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cover them. I'm gonna try to keep these under 10 minutes. So if you feel that I'm going too fast or whatever, just understand that's why. I will be expanding my channel from not just YouTube, but probably doing Rumble and TikTok. So I don't have the issue with being censored. All right. With that said, tail of the Shib, the SBF trial, Teh TLDR, okay, trial of the decade, TDLR, the Sam Bankman-Fried trial is underway. Caroline Ellison and Gary Wang dropped. Okay, here it is. So the Sam Bankman-Fried trial is underway. Caroline Ellison and Gary Wang dropped bombshell after bombshell during the first weeks, and now SBF's defense counsel has spoken. We have summed up everything you need to know about the already infamous crypto story. So this right here is there's so much more to this. In fact, I might have to make whichever one is the least censored. I'm gonna have to do a commentary because I want to tell you guys as much as possible, but I can't feel restricted here. All right. So is the FTX hacker in the room with us right now? And she looks like she's pointing at him. Give me the throwback on that one. The man behind FTX collapse is facing 7 criminal charges, including fraud and money laundering. If convicted, FBF could get a life sentence in prison and earn himself a spot with Ponzi and Madoff in the GSAT, greatest scammers of all time race. Day one, to be fair, day one was underwhelming. No witnesses, no legal arguments, no objection, Your Honor, quote unquote, yelled across the room. Day one was picking the jury day. No fun at all. So let's skip that. Caroline Ellison's testimony. Ellison, 28, is the government's highly anticipated star witness in the 6-week trial of Bankman-Fried. She was the CEO of Alameda Research, the hedge fund that allegedly stole billions of dollars from FTX customers. She entered a plea agreement to cooperate with the U.S. government and was SBF's ex-girlfriend. I miss you is the meme and the FBI. Remember when this whole thing was your idea and the FBI sitting right next to her? Crypto romance gone wild. T to TLDR. That's too long. Did not read. They borrowed billions of dollars and used FTT, aka FTX's native token, as collateral. Alameda would use their boatload of magic internet money as collateral in exchange for billions of dollars of real money. Alameda would then use FTX customer deposits to pay back loans. In total, Caroline estimates they took $14 billion from FTX customers. Whoa. She sent balance sheets at the direction of Sam that made Alameda's balance look less risky to investors. A lot of this money went to loans made to members of Sam Bankman-Fried's inner circle, with funds going towards investment and political donations, quote unquote. According to Ellison, Bankman-Fried thought the political donation strategy was highly effective, offering very high returns in terms of political influence, quote unquote, at a modest cost. We even got he told me he wanted to be the next president, the United States president. Yep. SBF told Ellison he had a 5% chance of becoming president one day. Whoa, that's crazy. Ellison also spoke about the essentially unlimited line of credit Alameda had at FTX. Bankman-Fried, quote, was the one who set up these systems, she said. She admitted that Sam bribed Chinese officials with $100 million to unfreeze their assets, purposefully tried to scam Saudi investors in the final days of FTX, and intentionally tried to put their competition, hello, CZ and Binance, into the regulators' bullseye. First of all, today, CZ pleaded guilty on some stuff, but they were targeting him. So I'm actually still siding with CZ over all the BS, just so you guys know. But yes, this seems like an operation to bring down crypto, and it looks like certain governments might have been involved and not just the US. All right, so Caroline Ellison also admitted that she and SBF conspired to keep crypto under $20,000 by selling customer BTC. That is some deep paper and territory here. But why? So imagine they were selling what the customers were buying. So from diamond hands to paper face. What did Gary Wang say? The facts. So, crypto exchange FTX used hidden Python code to misrepresent the value of its insurance fund, meant to prevent user losses during liquidation events. According to testimony from FTX co founder Gary Wang, the story, in a damning testimony, FTX's former chief technology officer Gary Wang said that FTX's so called $100 million insurance fund in 2021 was fabricated and never contained any of the exchange's FTX tokens, FTT, as claimed. Instead, the figure shown to the public was calculated by multiplying the daily trading volume of the FTX token by a random number close to 7,500. So that's how you create an insurance fund with magic numbers. Molly White at Molly OXFFF. From yesterday's exhibits with U.S. versus Sam Bankman-Fried, the prosecution shows that the quote-unquote insurance fund that FTX bragged about was fake and just calculated by multiplying daily volume by a random number around 7,500. Crazy. SBF pleads his case. Yesterday was the moment we'd all been waiting for, a live remake of what Eminem warned us about 20 years ago in Lose Yourself. His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. It was time for FDS himself to take the stand. And the strategy he adopted is probably the most known defense in lawyer history: advice of counsel. Or, as Sam Goodman would say, my lawyer at the time told me it was okay. That that's why most of the discussions focus on Dan Friedberg, FTX's former lawyer, who created FTX's terms of service. Dan, who signed the applications for their bank account. Dan, who told FBX which messages to auto delete on Signal. Dan was the hottest name in the arena that week. It was either that or Sam repeating, I don't recall, 104 times exactly, which is another version of pleading the fifth, aka protecting oneself against self incrimination. Even his own lawyer took a jab at him. Inner City Press at Inner City, AUSA. Did you believe you should not embezzle customer assets? Cohen, objection. Judge, sustained. Sam Bankman-Fried, no, I did not believe I should do that. Cohen, you don't have to answer after sustained. Haven't you been here for 4 weeks? I felt I had to answer it. We can't wait to see the Netflix documentary of that whole story. The defense also pushed the fact that Alameda, which led to the collapse, was not directly managed by SBF, and other minor arguments that didn't resonate with the audience, according to Tiffany Fong during an interview with Coin Bureau. They also pictured the defendant as an entrepreneur who made quote unquote terrible mistakes in good faith, denying accusations that he directed his inner circle to make political contributions. He was Biden's second biggest donor, and venture investments, and purchased luxury real estate with customer funds. On the other side, we got a gotcha moment when the state attorney said, "That's fraud. It's stealing, plain and simple." Before FTX, there was Alameda, quote unquote, presenting one of the many charts the government used as evidence. He also added extensive evidence to the prosecution's case, including testimony from officials and law enforcement agents trying to prove Sam's entanglement. FTX, and it's gone. POV, you're at the FTX office on November 17, 2022. And now the big reveal: a jury of 12 has decided that SBF was guilty on all charges. The sentence will be given on March 26th. Justice has been served, and the fallen quote unquote crypto king SBF had one shot, one opportunity to achieve a generational finance revolution, but he dropped the ball so hard that the whole crypto industry is still feeling the shockwaves of it. Sam has fucked around and he is finding out the consequences of his actions. And as you can see, this chart right here, find out goes up, and then fuck around goes over here. And right where you have find out and fuck around, you have Mr. SBF. All right, cool. So I was trying to get that below 10 minutes. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do that. But with that said, if you got any value from this, go ahead and hit that sub. Go ahead and hit that like. Leave a comment. And of course, bell it up because some of my stuff is time sensitive and urgent. I will be talking about how some of you guys can get some of these NFT shirts starting in the Shib number 2. So we still have episode 4, 5, 6, and 7 to go in this series. Of course, this is for documentation purposes. So if you guys enjoy it, go ahead and let me know. If not, let me know why not. Either way, that is what it is. And like I like to say, I'm Bone Army, you're Bone Army. We are the Bone Army. If you want more content, go ahead and check out those videos right there. And of course, hit that sub button right there. All right. I appreciate y'all and I'm out. Peace.